Welcome to the instructional video for the eldest Chatsworth CV20. I'm going to go around the outside first and then I'll work on the inside and then we'll go through everything that's needed to operate the vehicle. So it's based on a Fiat 2.3 140 brake horse and it's on an automatic. The mirror is folded manually, but then we'll electrically operate inside. We've got the alloy wheels. Behind the driver's door we've got the gas tank. So we've got the LPG tank to fill it up, press that in, turn it out, and then just use the filler point at the refilling station. And then we have an indicator which I'll come to inside, which tells you when that is full or empty. Behind that we've got the toilet cassette. So press the button and unlock that with the key. Just like so, lift that up. And then we've got the access flap here. Once I lift the handle up, slide the toilet out. Once it's out, we've got the flush button, the vacuum button that releases the air when you're trying to empty the unit and allows it to flow out easier. You've got the cap that needs to be unscrewed, then you'll turn it upside down and empty it. Always try and shake these sideways, and then when you're popping it back in, just make sure it goes down there and then just clips over the little latch just there, and that will secure in place. If it is hard to pull out, then you probably just not close the blade valve on the toilet inside, and I'll show you that when we move inside the vehicle. Below that we have the blue tap, which is your freshwater drain, and the grey tap, which is your wastewater. Wastewater being anything that's put down the sinks or the shower. So pretty straightforward and pretty simple on that respect. We've got the heater vent just underneath, so if you wonder what that's, the flue for the heater system. And above that we've got the water fill, so just here. We've got an external socket, mains just there, and then we've got our mains inlet in. These just slide down and your water one is lockable. Same when you remove your mains cable, that will be then slid down to discreetly put it away. Up on the top of the vehicle we've got a telco aerial, and we've got the MaxView ViewCube 2 system fitted as additional options. Also fitted as an additional option was the bike rack, including the Fiamma Ultra box. This is a lockable box, so there's two locks here to lock it up. Lifts up, and inside we have the various mounting brackets and the bike racks if you want to turn it back into a bike rack, or alternatively you've got your storage. And this one is the 500, so that is your literage unit just there, holds up on gas struts and then just comes back down. Obviously, just a word of caution, make sure that you are careful opening the doors at the rear before you do that. It's also fitted with a reverse camera high up, and we've got a Dometic awning just on the roof. I'll send you a separate link of how to use the awning. It's very similar to the Thule ones that we do. And then we've got the sliding door and the electric step. The electric step can be operated by the switch just inside the door, so press that and it will slide in, press it down and it will slide out. We've also got on this a full size fly screen that's just pulled across just like so. We've got the AdBlue and the diesel just in the locker area there. In the front we've got underneath the passenger seat, that is where you'll find the toolkit supplied by Fiat. Your engine battery is located underneath this panel here, so just remove the carpet and that's where you'll find your engine battery, and the bonnet release catch is just fine just there. The vehicle also comes kitted with Remy's cab lines, both on the side windows, and if you pinch them together you've also got them on the front windows too. So gentle when you're operating these. They're a paper cassette system, so just be a little bit gentle, but they should free slide just as I've shown you there. On the cab side, so just above the eldest badge there, you'll find there's a little yellow lever. This then will allow you to get into the engine compartment, and the main things here is your negative point underneath the cap, just down at the bottom here, which you use your key to get access, is your positive point. We've got your oil and your dipstick, and the screen wash is to the left hand side. When you're not using it, just release it down and that will close the bonnet area up for you. To slide the door, just pull the handle and pull it towards the front, and that will give you that. We've also got an awning light that can be put on, which is a little rail at the top here to give you lighting outside of the vehicle. So that's the outside gone. Let's move on inside and we can talk you through the options fitted in this eldest Chatsworth. So the main thing is the control panel, and this can be found just above your head as you enter the vehicle on the left hand side. So first of all, we'll want to put the power on. So we'll turn the main button on. That will give us power to the unit. We've got a little light switch there, and then we can put on either the lights, awning light, so just out stereo light there. You'll see then if you press and hold that, it will give you voltage in your battery, and that's your leisure battery. And press that one, it will give us a level of your waste, fresh water. Yeah, so battery level, water level. Below that we've got the gas, so this is telling us what is in the gas. And then to the left hand side of that we've got your hot water and your heater controls. Now to select your heater controls, you just press the button and decide whether you're going to go 1 kilowatt electric, 2 kilowatt electric, 3 kilowatt electric, gas only, gas and 2 kilowatt electric, or again back to the 1. So we've just plugged into electric at the minute, so we can select that. The temperature dial is how cold or hot we want it to be. Yep, so pretty straightforward on that side. Same idea with the water heater. So if we want it on gas, gas and 1 kilowatt electric, gas and 2 kilowatt electric, frost protection so when it drains it, and 1 kilowatt electric. Again, make sure that you don't put this on. Again, if you go all the way to the end, it'll turn it off. Don't put the water heater on if you've not got any water in the boiler. So that's just something to take note of. When you want to turn the unit off, on here, you just go to that option, and that is no lights illuminating, meaning that the heating and the hot water is turned off. So quite a simple system, but quite an easy one to get your head around. So, moving then over to the fridge. So you want to press and hold this, and that will light up. So you'll see that there are the different options. So you can select what mode you want by turning the mode button, just like so. So again, it'll move along to do that. If we want to do the temperature, then we press the temperature option, and that will go from the coldest to the warmest. So pretty straightforward, just moves along when you want to do it. When you open it up, on this side there's a little lever at the top and the bottom that you'll just need to slide backwards like so, and that will give you the access into here. We've got a freezer compartment and a fridge compartment, nice and neat. And when you want to turn the unit off, you just press and hold, and them lights will all go out. Yeah, the table is stored away just next to the seat here. Yeah, so that is your freestanding table. We've got storage underneath in here. In the kitchen area, we've got storage along here. So just opening these little buttons will give you your access to the storage. Just obviously make sure before you transition away that you do press all those in, otherwise the drawers will move around. We've got a plug socket, main socket just there. In front of that then we've got some storage areas just here. Yeah. And we've got the gas isolation points just underneath here if you do need to isolate any of the gas system, that being your hot water, your cooker and your boiler. Yep. Couple of light switches just here. Now once you've filled your fresh water up, what you need to do is just turn your taps to the hot position, and you'll see that on the taps they are depicted with a hot and cold option just there. You'll need to turn the tap to hot and pull it through the boiler. Once we've filled up trying to fill up the hot water, the other thing we must just remember is underneath here, this yellow little lever is your drain valve for your water heater. So if you've not got that in the right position, and it is just marked on the top of it which position is closed and which position is open, water will come out underneath the vehicle and drain the water out of the boiler. So just make sure that that is closed off and that water is not coming out underneath the vehicle before you then try to fill up the fresh water. We've also got another drain above it, and then we've got the triple Lux Thetford cooker that's got the grill and the oven element side of it, And we've got 1 electric and 2 gas, which are just depicted on the top here. Please make sure you allow it to cool down before you start lifting it up. Otherwise, as the symbol will say just there, it will shatter with the heat. At the side, we've got a lift up panel. And to put these down, you just press the 2 buttons on either side. And that will just allow you to pull that back flush down again. Just like so. Underneath the seat, we've got storage unit just underneath here. Now the seats do lift up as well. On the driver's side, we've got a mains plug and your main RCD box and all the fuses for the vehicle. So all neatly labelled. You've got the test button just on the left hand side here. So if you think you've got a problem with the electrics coming in, press that little square button there and that single trip switch will drop down. If you press it and nothing happens, then you've not got any power coming to the vehicle. And that can be found from looking from the back to the front under the little cushion there. On either side, we've got push buttons that give us access to underneath storage. You've got your leisure battery just there and there's a separate fuse. You've got your pump there and a bit of storage. There's also a water storm filter just there. Again, make sure that they're clipped in place before you set off. On the other side, pressing the buttons, we've got access all under that bench seat. Like I say, they do lift up. My advice on lifting these up is to remove the cushions so you don't put any strain on the actual rams when you're doing that. The vehicle comes fitted with blinds and fly screens, just like so. And that's the same all the way around the vehicle, just up and down. The roof light also has a blind and a fly screen fitted. And to open these, you pull the handle down and slide it forward, pull the handle back and slide it back. Make sure they are locked in place before you're travelling. There's also another one at the front which is exactly the same. In the middle, we've got carbon monoxide detector, smoke detector and an internal PIR for the electrics. We've got a TV bracket fitted and the sockets for both the aerial and satellite to connect to. We've got the USB charging points and this is for your telco. There's a little rocker switch that turns it on and off and a signal strength from low to high that you just turn with the dial just here. Further back of that, we've got your cupboard spacers. The light switches just turn off just like so. Yeah, or they can turn off with your main power. The back opening, again, just remember we open this one first, clear it through, and then you can open the other door, and the same when you're closing it. Close the, if you're looking at it from the front to the back, the right hand first, then the left hand side. On this side, we've got more storage, and more storage just there. And here is where your solar panel charger is. So that's your regulator telling you what, the green flashing light is telling you that there's charge going into there. We've also got a microwave fitted just there, mains only guys, so just beware of that it is mains only. Into the bathroom area, I mentioned the slide valve, so this is the valve here. So all you need to do on that is to open it. You'll just need to slide it to the back and that will open the valve there. Close it to the front. Above that, we've got the flush, and the flush comes from the toilet from the fresh water tank and an indicator to tell you when it is full. Mixer tap's clearly marked just on there. Yeah. And then you've got your shower that pulls out just like so and then pushes back in. Yeah. Cupboards have little catches that pull down, and we've got a blind built into the fly screen just above. These open by pressing the handles up, either at the front or the back, or both at the same time, and then presses in to black out in an evening. Cab area, the cab swivel, and to release the swivel, it locks in when it's forward facing, you pull that back. We've got a bar at the front to allow the unit to slide, and then we've got adjusters for the actual seat position of the base, and then the back one just does with the actual wheel just there. Cab area itself, we've got cab passenger airbag, little storage unit above, glove box below, another central unit just in the middle which is lockable. We've got cab air conditioning. This has got the Fiat factory option stereo system, which has got your radio, your media option, navigation through TomTom, Bluetooth, and then your other options in the more. To open this panel here, you pull it towards you, pull that down, and that allows you to put a phone or a tablet just in that place, just there. This is based on the new Fiat 9-speed automatic. So that's a full automatic gearbox. We've got speed limiter control and cruise control on the bottom, steering wheel controls, light and indicators on the top one, windscreen wipers on that side. Your mirror switch is a little round switch at the top, and your window switch is just those window switches there. Above we've got a little bit of storage just up there, and ventilation both high and low once the heating's running. To make the beds up together, so you can either sleep them as singles or you can pull them together. To pull it together, I'll show you the first step. So first step being them two little panels together. The second step being remove the little infills and put the back panels just in neatly there. Same on the opposite side. So the bottom cushions are curved in to fit into the actual curves either side, and then you will sleep across the vehicle just like so. And then turn it all back together, gives you that nice lovely lounge area. On leaving the vehicle, press the main power off. That will turn off all the lights in the vehicle. I hope you find the video useful, informative. Please, if you've got any comments or feedbacks, we'd love to hear from you. But most importantly, we hope you enjoy your new motorhome. Thank you.